Welcome to the AlmighTees channel. Most screen printers know how to do a standard split fountain side to side, but what happens when you rotate your print stroke 90 degrees and blend 4 distinct colors from top to bottom? I'm Gary, a 37-year industry veteran, and in this week's episode, I'm going to show you how to print a vertical split fountain on a white underbase. But before we do, would you consider subscribing to the channel? And if you do, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be alerted whenever we upload new content. Come with me and let's get it done next. I'm going to start off my white screen. I've already got it locked in, got my squeegee. I just need to add ink. And then once I get that printed on a test shirt, then I will line it up to the screen that will be my split fountain. Let's get to it. Okay, I got my test shirt on the platen. Let me grab some white ink. All right, put my white ink in the screen. I'm going to pull this print. Went ahead and blocked off my registration marks. I could have used them on the subsequent screen, but I thought I'd just live dangerously. All right, so now we just need to flash that. All right, I feel like it's flashed long enough. All right, I'm only going to run one white on this job. Let's make sure it's not too hot. Especially on the subsequent screen when you're trying to line it up. You don't want it overly hot. All right, now I'm going to line up my split fountain screen. Right. Just get it close to lock down, and then I can micro. If I feel like it's pretty close, I'm going to check my off contact is off a bit. Okay, now I can micro, and I do need to micro. So I'm thinking, because I'm going to be printing this in a horizontal fashion, I probably need to account for that. So I am actually going to push my registration just a hair to my left. Just a hair to my left. Because I got a feeling that when I pull that print stroke, it would be a little stinker. I could just need some side to side, but not that much. Okay. Lock her down. All right. Now we're just about ready to start figuring out where our inks are going to go. Okay, so my thinking is, if I'm going to use 4 colors in the split fountain, I'm going to want to divide my print area into 4 equal sections. So looking at the measurement, this is about 10 inches Okay. Another thing I did was I definitely added my bar clamp here, and that's to hold my squeegee. So let me do that, and then I'll mark the screen as to where the ink colors are going to go. Okay, so there's my thinking. That gives me a rest to have my squeegee in the screen and not moving much, so that I can keep it in that same print stroke, shirt after shirt. Okay, so my thinking is I want to put the ink colors right here close to the squeegee. So that's where I want to be able to mark my screen with just a little mark, nothing significant. So I need 4 colors of ink, and this is a 10-inch, so that's 2.5 inches. So 2.5, then we go 5, 7.5, right? I'm going to mark it the bottom too and the top. That just gives me a visual of where to put the ink when we get ready to add the ink. And I'm doing that next. Okay, so I start off with my Flow Magenta, and then it blends into my lemon yellow, into my traffic green, and then finally into my bright blue. I'm going to start off. You don't need much, just to create just a small little bead of ink in that section, just about the width of this little spatula here. And try to add pretty close to as much as possible of equal parts of the ink. I find that to be pretty important. Sometimes pushing it down a little bit, not too much so that it pushes. Hopefully it didn't push into the, got to be careful. Good thing we're on a test print. That's why you always do test prints before you start printing on customer any garments that are supposed to be. There we go. Does look like there's a tad bit more yellow than green and traffic green, and so let me add a little more magenta, Flow Magenta to be exact. Yeah, just a tad. You've got to be very careful when you're putting the inks in. Be very slow with your movements. Try not to be slinging. I know we're ink slingers, but in this case, you want to try not to be an ink slinger. A little bit more. You always want to introduce them to the color side, at least have it so that it's touching. I did want to try to introduce the Flow Magenta over a little more that way toward the lemon yellow. Okay, so they're all barely touching. This can be a nerve-wracking, nervous experience, but just take your time. Hopefully you're not in a rush. Don't ever do this if you feel like you're going to be in a rush. That seems to me to be a recipe for disaster in any kind of screen printing. All right. Come over here now into the printing position. What I am going to do, I am going to lean my hips ever so slightly against, just to add a little smidge of resistance. The only thing is there's no ink down there. I'm going to need a little bit of each of those colors. I forgot about that. I got to have a little, even just ever so slightly. Just enough so that the squeegee doesn't catch on the... There we go. So what I grabbed. All right. We've got some, there we go. All right, let's try it and see what happens. All right. Registration is still off a tad, but that's okay. I did this just for y'all. I already ran the job that this was for. That's what you do. You just start. A lot of times you go ahead and you start doing it just on a test run. Try to get a hold of that. Grab it, get a feel for that ink. Be real careful, move very slowly, and then you just start printing. And over time, color will really begin to blend right here. It will really begin to blend here. And it gets to a point where you do have to stop almost, depending on how long your run is, and scrape all the ink out, throw it away, and put new ink back in there. But if you're careful enough and you know how to add ink, so what I recommend doing is just add little bits as you go. Wait until you're on the bare necessity of needing more ink before you add some, and then just add it in smaller increments. There we have it. So here are 3 tips to undertaking a horizontal or a top to bottom split fountain. Tip number 1 is take your time. This can be a very nerve-wracking experience and printing method, so make sure you're not trying to do this on a tight deadline. Tip number 2 is use smaller amounts of ink even when you're adding additional ink into the split fountain. And make sure when you get to the end of your print stroke that you're able to pick up the majority of the ink and return the squeegee back into its resting place. You'll find that the colors will stay pretty close to where you want them to be for the most part. And the third tip is you might need to actually offset your registration on your split fountain screen if you're running a multicolor, because when I pull, like normally on my underbase, and then I move over into this position to pull it sideways, I actually had to push and offset my registration just a hair to the opposite direction to account for my pulling stroke, because as I said before in the video, these presses were not designed for the print stroke to go sideways or horizontally. We hope you found this video helpful and informative. Would you mind giving it a like? And if you have any questions, drop those in the comments. Don't forget to check out our other videos as well as our playlists. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.